Hey, welcome to the channel. My name is Rob. If you've never been here, welcome to the channel. This channel is all about tarot, oracle decks, and we review them and I let you know what I think. And so if you're looking for any deck in particular, this may be a channel for you to look out for. Today, we have a super interesting deck to unwrap here. This is going to be an unwrapping. We're adding a new deck to the collection, and this is the Tarocchi Italiani by Valentina De Luca. I have seen some videos of this deck. This is supposedly a beautiful deck. Now, when I looked at the videos, I just went crazy, and I looked at some videos. I've seen it online, etc. And I went crazy and I was like, how can I get this deck? And so I couldn't find it online. Then I contacted Valentina directly. And she said to me, listen, Rob, you're going to have to wait because I'm taking care of all my orders and all of the people that supported me on the Kickstarter. And I didn't see her deck when it came on Kickstarter. Otherwise, I would have totally supported it. And I said to her, if you could please, maybe, I'll buy it. Just tell me what I need to do. And she said, right now I don't have the time. Let me finish with what I'm doing. And she said, contact me in 3 weeks. And so this was back I think a month and a half ago. I waited the 3 weeks anxiously. I finally reached out to her again and I said, Valentina, please. And she says, no, you must wait another 2 weeks. And so here we are, you guys. Then I contacted her again and she said, well, here's the link to pay for it. She says, but I don't know if I have enough copies. And she says, but I will try to do my best to send this out to you as soon as I can. And you guys, that was on a Thursday and she sent it out. The deck was here on Monday. So thank you, Valentina, so much, because I couldn't even sleep thinking that I couldn't get this deck. And I don't know if it's going to be mass produced. I don't know how much longer this deck is going to be created by Valentina. She hand painted every single picture on this deck. And yeah, you guys, it's just, look at this wrapping. I mean, I don't even want to unwrap this thing. It's so beautiful. And the deck came with this bookmark, which I thought was a very nice detail on her part. And of course, I'm going to link her information so you can contact her. I don't know, I had to really hunt her down to get this deck. So I don't know if she's still selling them or, or how many copies she has. I don't know. I'm just happy I got my copy directly from her. And then she wrote a note to me, which I thought was very, very, very nice. Handwritten note. And this also came in the package. I haven't opened it because I haven't opened this deck at all, you guys. I've been waiting to open it with you here on the channel. So, of course, I took it out of the box, but, I haven't seen what's in here. So I'm really looking forward to opening this. It's all so well thought out. It is all so delicate and so absolutely thought out, just beautiful. Every single detail so far, as far as I can see. Oh, look at this! How beautiful! A card of the sun, or the sun card. This dream came true because of you. I painted this sun as a personal thank you. May its light accompany you always. With affection, Valentina. And so, you guys, I'm just thrilled that I have a copy directly from her because, as I said, I don't know how much longer this is going to be, and we had to have this deck in our collection, you guys. So let's go ahead and open it. It's it sort of kind of breaks my heart to undo the wrapping, but we'll try to do it as delicate as possible here. I feel like a kid during Christmas Day. I love unwrapping a new deck. And you see all these things here, they were inside of the box. So I believe it took Valentina years to complete this deck. So it is supposedly a piece of artwork. So Let's do this together. Tarocchi Italiani. Dipinti a mano da Valentina De Luca. Hand painted by Valentina De Luca. It's beautiful. And here's the back of the deck, you guys. Tarocchi Matronus. This is in Italian, so if you read Italian or if you understand Italian, pause your device and read that. And here's a little bit more about Valentina. You can go on Instagram and you can look her up. She has a wonderful page on Instagram. This is what the top of the box looks like, what the side of the box looks like. And yeah, you guys, and you know, one of the things that really attracted me about this deck as well, not only everything that I've just said, but the fact that these are larger cards. And for what I've seen online, there's really not a lot of people or printers doing this sort of decks anymore. So to me, this is a super, super, super special deck because when I find something like this, it's just like a treasure. So let's unwrap it from here. Tarocchi Di Matronua, Valentina De Luca. And here's the authenticity certificate. 82 cards are in here. This is number 806 out of 1,000. How lucky am I, you guys? It took a lot of effort on my part to really get this deck, but like I said, I finally got it. So come with me and let's uncover the beauty of this amazing deck. Paper stock is very, very, very beautiful. This paper stock is solid. This is not whimsy. This is absolutely, it feels sort of like a cardboard in a good way. If you have Il Melanghello decks, you will know what this cardstock feels like, you guys. This is the back of the card and they are reversible. I don't know how much I will be using this deck. We'll see at the end of the video. Maybe I'm just going to have this deck for reflection. Maybe I'm going to have this deck just to look at or, you know, as part of my very delicate collection, because I do have a delicate part of the collection. And so maybe this is going to be one of those, maybe not. Stick all the way to the end. I will tell you exactly what I think. And maybe we'll be interviewing this deck, maybe not. This is the Fool or Il Matto. Beautiful colors, really. So stunningly beautiful. You can really see everything. This is the Magician. It's so hard to believe that somebody actually painted this by hand. And as far as I'm concerned, and for what I read and what I know about the deck, I know that it took her years to finish this deck. La Papessa, or the High Priestess. La Emperatriz. El Imperatore. The Hierophant. And as you can see, it's very European, it's very classical, and, you know, but I feel like I'm holding, I don't want to really say it too much because I think it's unfair to her and it's unfair to Il Melanghello. But I feel like I'm holding Il Melanghello historical deck. This is what this feels like, you guys. And so, very beautiful paintings. There is the Lovers. Gorgeous. And there's another Lovers. So, which one am I going to keep in the deck? I think I'm going to keep this one, you guys. I like this one a lot. I like this one too. I mean, what's not to like? But I feel like this one is more complete. There's a third person here, which I find very interesting. It's not just the two of them. And then there's Cupid up there. Interesting. So we'll keep that one. We'll put this one aside. Here's El Carro. Beautiful. Very interesting here how it's like sort of smoky, right? It looks like it's the car is arriving or it's about to take off because there's a lot of dust here flying around. Justice. Wow. She looks serious, Justice. the Hermit, il tempo, la ruota della fortuna, la forza, or strength, el appeso, or the hanged man. Yeah, this is just so cool. Let's talk a little bit about the fact that there's sort of a frame. I kind of like it that there is a frame. I've said this before in my videos. Not for every deck it works, and not for every artwork it works, but for this one, it seems to be working really, really well. I think sometimes that a frame gives a picture more cachet, or it gives it a little bit more of a better visual, and I believe that this is what's happening here. So death, yeah, there's a lot of dead ones there, but this one seems to have risen from the dead, and it's out there, it's looking around. Interesting death card. Temperance, or la temperanza. Yeah, how beautiful. It looks like she's effortlessly just passing that liquid from one jar to the next. When it comes to size, you guys, if you want to compare it to, for example, the earth magic, you will see that it's wider and larger, or taller. This is El Diavolo, or the devil. Interesting card. It looks like she's crying. I love the colors. The printing is superb. Il Diavolo. And by the way, you guys, as I mentioned earlier, Valentina sent this to me all the way from Italy, because that's where she's based. And so there's another devil. So let's see, which one do we like better? I like this one better because you see them, there's the two sort of lovers chained up, and then there's the devil there. This one looks a little bit like a fool devil, it's about to maybe walk off the hill. But we're going to keep this one on the deck for now. I may change it around. La Torre, or the tower. What a beautiful tower. This one is about to touch the ground. This one is just falling. There's a major explosion going on there, you guys. There is lightning going on. Super interesting. The star. Gorgeous star. And once again, very traditional, very European, very much in touch with the RWS as far as the major arcana goes. We'll see what the minors look like. And this is La Luna, or the moon. And there's that crab there. There's the two sort of wolf looking animals. I believe one is a wolf. The other one looks like a dog to me. And there's that crab. And so I love the fact that the moon has a face. And it's sort of like a melancholic face that I'm seeing there. Oh, okay. So we have two moons. And this is hard for me to decide which one I like. Of course, this is the traditional sort of moon. This is a moon card that I've never seen before. So I am going to stick to the traditional one for now. And, I love when I can swap my cards around. So when I get sort of like in the mood for having another moon card, I can just go in there and change it. Here is the sun card. Yeah, and this one is the one. No, look at this. So this is a sun card that she painted to give out as a gift. And this is the sun card that the deck comes with. So I really like that. Very, very interesting. I am definitely going to frame this sun card and hang it on the wall. This is El Juicio, or Judgment. Very, very RWS. And finally, we come to the World. Beautiful World card. It's very European once again. I know I've said that a couple of times, but it just totally looks beautiful colors and wonderful. Here we come to the minor arcana, and this is the Ace of Cups, of course. What a beautiful Ace of Cups, right? I mean, very detailed. What a wonderful artist she is. What is this? This is the number 2, Matrona Tarocchi Italiani, dipinti a mano. So she, it's the 2 of Cups, but she actually repeated the name of the deck here, and what a great detail here. I love the fish too. So this is the 3 of Cups. This is the 4 of Cups, and it's a peep deck, you guys. And for those of you that don't know what a peep deck, or if you don't know what a peep deck, in peep decks, you don't really see anything other than, for example, if it's the 4 of Cups, then you only see the 4 of Cups. You don't see anything else. Like, for example, in the RWS, you will see a figure. Here you don't. Here you just see the cups. And, there's symbols all around it, but you'll only see the cups, you guys. This is the 5 of Cups. This is the 6 of Cups. And, if you're just starting with tarot, of course, this is going to be a little bit hard. It's going to take a little bit more to learn what the 5 of Cups is without having to look at some sort of a character here. So if you're seasoned, then you know what these cards mean. And I love a good peep deck once in a while. I'm not completely into them, but I love a good peep deck once in a while. It just keeps me on my toes, you guys. This is the 7 of Cups. This is the 8 of Cups. This is the 9 of Cups. And this is the 10 of Cups, you guys. Ooh, this is the Fante di Coppe, so the Prince of Cups. This is the Princess of Cups. This is the Cavaliere di Coppe, or the Prince. Here's the Queen, or the Regina di Coppe. She looks very happy. Yeah, she looks happy. She looks like she's strong. And she looks like she's going to give you the strength that you need to move forward with that kindness that she only has. This is the Re di Coppe, or the King of Cups. And he also looks like a very nice man and a very nice person. So I think he's also going to give you the strength that you need. I think that's funny. It sort of reminds me of the Flying Nun. I'm old enough to know what the Flying Nun is, but this is the Ace of Wands. What a beautiful Ace of Wands. I really, really like it. This is the 2 of Wands. And so the 3 of Wands, you guys. The 4 of Wands. The 5 of Wands. The 6 of Wands. The 7 of Wands. The 8 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, and we come to the 10 of Wands. Here we have the Fanti di Bastoni. Here we have the Cavaliere di Bastoni. Really, really pretty. Yeah. Here we have the Regina di Bastoni. And here we have the Re di Bastoni. Really, really cool. This is such a wonderful deck. You really get that whole old feeling on your hands, and if you've seen some of my videos, you know that I am a total fan of a good historical sort of very back to the roots sort of a deck, you guys. We're stepping into the swords, and this is of course the Ace of Swords, one of my favorite cards on the decks. Or in the tarot decks. This is the 2 of Swords. This is the 3 of Swords. You guys, you see that the corners are not rounded. Some people don't like that. I really, really, for this type of deck, I think that having a square card is absolutely fantastic, and it's perfect, and it goes just totally well with this deck. If they were actually rounded, I would find it a bit odd. So This is the 5 of Swords. This is the 6 of Swords. 7 of Swords. 8 of Swords. 9 of Swords. The 10 of Swords. And finally we come to the court cards. This is the Fanti di Spade. This is the Cavalier di Spade. And you see that horse sort of racing, right? You see a lot more motion there with the horse as opposed to the other ones that we have seen. And it should be like that, right? This is a very impulsive character. And here we have the Regina di Spade, or the Queen. Here we have the Re di Spade. Yeah, I really like the red here with the combination of the blue. And I like the faces here. I wonder what those mean. They're sort of like the theater faces, you know. Very, very interesting. Here we come to the Ace of Coins. So we are into the suit of coins. Here's the 2 of Coins. The 3 of Coins. Beautiful. I love the pinks and the blues and the greens. Very, very beautiful. This is the 4 of Coins. This is the 5 of Coins. The 6 of Coins. This is the 7 of Coins. The 8 of Coins. The 9 of Coins. And I can't wait to see the Queen of Coins. This is the 10 of Coins. This is the Fante di Dinari. This is the Cavalier di Dinari. This is the Regina di Dinari. And we come finally to the King of Coins, or the Re de Dinari. You guys, what a beautiful deck. When it comes to shuffling this deck, I think I'm gonna have a bit of problem here trying to do it this way, you guys. It is very thick. I have short fingers, but I can't reach it all. So I think my shuffling is going to have to be done like this. I don't think I have any other way to shuffle. Of course, I would never ripple shuffle this deck. And if it comes to wanting to do a spread, it spreads sort of like this. Because of the cardstock, it doesn't spread totally well. And so, can I say that this is a practical deck? It's not so practical, but it is absolutely gorgeous. I'm so glad this is in our collection, you guys. I am so excited and thankful to have this deck. I got exactly what I was expecting. I am not disappointed. This is a beautiful deck, though the question still lies, will I be using this deck for divination? Or will I be using this deck for observation or for meditation? I'm not sure yet, you guys. I'm gonna have to spend a little bit more time with it. You know, sometimes I get this old looking decks or historic looking decks and I don't touch them for a while, and then all of a sudden I go to them and I start working with them. That has happened to me with many of my Il Melenghello decks. I don't usually start at the very beginning. I sort of spend a little bit of time with them and then I start going through them. You know, this is going to take a little bit of time for the two of us to get to know each other and see how we are going to get with each other. So if you know what I mean. So I'll keep you guys posted, and I am sure that this deck is going to be on some of my other lists because this is an absolutely gorgeous deck and I can't say enough about it. So it's right up my alley is what it is. This deck is totally right up my alley. This deck is something that I appreciate very much. Somebody that hand painted something like this, how could you not, right? You know, it's just so talented, and I'm glad that my efforts paid off. So you guys, beautiful deck. I'll put Valentina's information on the description box so you can look for it. And as I always say, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and until the next time.